It was a sunny afternoon and I was struggling to catch my breath after climbing a single flight of stairs. Sweat dripped down my face and my heart pounded in my chest. This was not normal. I was only in my early 30s, yet my body felt decades older. That's when it hit me. My weight was no longer just a number, it was a serious health risk. Looking in the mirror that evening, I knew I needed to make a change. I stepped on the scale, dreading the number that would flash back at me. The scale read 250 pounds. 250 pounds, I was carrying around the weight of another person. The realization was both terrifying and motivating. I had spent years making excuses for my weight gain, blaming it on genetics, a slow metabolism, or a busy lifestyle, but the truth was I had been neglecting my health for far too long. That day I made a promise to myself. I would lose the weight, not just for vanity, but for my health, my future, and my family. This was the start of my journey to reclaiming my health and my life. It wouldn't be easy, but I was determined to succeed. The first step was undoubtedly the hardest. Over the years, I had developed unhealthy eating habits. Fast food, sugary drinks, and processed snacks had become staples in my diet. Exercise was a foreign concept. I couldn't remember the last time I had broken a sweat intentionally. I knew I needed to make drastic changes. I started by clearing out my pantry and refrigerator, tossing out all the processed junk that had been weighing me down, literally and figuratively. I replaced them with fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. It was a complete dietary overhaul, and it wasn't easy at first. I craved the sugary treats and salty snacks that had become so familiar. But I was determined to stick to my new eating plan. I started small, making one healthy choice at a time. Instead of reaching for a soda, I'd opt for water. Instead of grabbing a bag of chips, I'd munch on a handful of almonds. With my diet in check, it was time to tackle the exercise beast. The thought of going to a gym filled me with dread. I was self-conscious about my weight and didn't want to be judged by others. So, I started slowly. I began by taking short walks around my neighborhood, gradually increasing the distance and intensity over time. To my surprise, I started to enjoy these walks. The fresh air, the feeling of the sun on my skin, and the gentle rhythm of my footsteps were incredibly therapeutic. As I gained confidence, I incorporated other forms of exercise into my routine, like swimming, cycling, and even some lightweight training at home. Exercise was no longer a chore, it was an integral part of my day, something I looked forward to. It wasn't just about losing weight anymore, it was about feeling good, both physically and mentally. The endorphin rush after a good workout was addictive, and I was hooked. Section 4. The Domino Effect, Unexpected Benefits. As the weeks turned into months, the pounds started to melt away, but the changes I experienced went far beyond the number on the scale. I had more energy than ever before. My sleep improved drastically. And to my surprise, my finances started to benefit as well. Eating healthy can be expensive, but I quickly realized that I was saving money by not eating out as much, and by cooking more meals at home. Plus, I no longer had the urge to spend money on sugary drinks and unhealthy snacks. The money I saved on takeout alone was significant. More importantly, my outlook on life had changed. I was happier, more confident, and more comfortable in my own skin. The journey had its challenges, but the rewards were immeasurable. I had not only lost weight, but I had gained a new lease on life. Section 5. Your journey begins now. Looking back on the past 10 months, I'm amazed at how far I've come. Losing 70 pounds naturally was not a walk in the park, but it was the most rewarding experience of my life. It wasn't about deprivation or quick fixes. It was about making sustainable lifestyle changes that I could maintain for the long haul. My journey taught me that anyone can achieve their health goals with the right mindset, dedication, and support. You don't need fancy diets, expensive gym memberships, or magic pills. All you need is the willingness to take that first step and the commitment to keep going, even when it gets tough. So I urge you to start your own journey today. Take that first step, no matter how small it may seem. Replace that sugary drink with water. Go for a walk around the block. Cook a healthy meal at home. Every small choice you make in the right direction adds up over time. Remember, your health is an investment, not an expense. Invest in yourself, and you'll reap the rewards for years to come. The journey starts now.